Welcome everyone to the not the Real Hooligans Cast, but the Everything Show, episode 264. I am your host, Relaxed, Matrix Lord 212, and I'm sitting, breathe in, out. All right, Gloria, you ready? You're gonna have a relaxed, nice cast. Breathe in. That's it. Feel it, feel it. In my silky pajamas. All right. What's up, Connor?
Hello.
All right, Gloria. All right, so basically, we do so many casts that people really don't know who the hell we are. You know, are we funny? Are we serious? Are we like, what kind of people are we? Do we like, are we nice people? Mean people? So I just want to say, little things about each of us. We don't have to get too personal. But, my name is Matrix Lord 212 on YouTube. And my real name is Joe, obviously. Some people wouldn't know that. But, I have a full-time job. And this is a joy to me to do these podcasts. Have fun. We have a lot of different shows. Throughout the day, I get up pretty early in the morning. Sometimes I leave the house at 4:30 in the morning. Sometimes I leave at 5:30, depending. Weather's been crappy, and I travel into another state to work in the medical field. So I have pretty much fun at work because I like helping people, dealing with patients and doing surgeries and getting authorizations, surgeries, and besides that, I'm in a mall, so I'm also a mall representative. So I like dealing with all different my friends throughout the mall and situations that arise from that. So it's a joy, and we have all different aspects of our lives that we really don't hang on the coat hanger for everybody to see, really. So, you just see me doing, welcome to Real Hooligans Cast, welcome to Everything Show. Well, and like we do our show with the news and stuff like that, but you don't really see. I try to show that a little bit when I do my morning with Matrix Lord and moving with Matrix Lord, but you don't really see, I haven't really done a video, on the operating table, obviously, or like, I did little teasers with my mask on, and like whatever, but you don't really get to see us in a professional light or a different light. But that's what I do. I love my jobs. They're really cool. I like talking to you guys on the bus if you're up. I like writing on the bus and listening to my Pandora and music, whatever. And I write books too, which I really don't talk about that much on YouTube. But I write books, and I actually just about finished my new one, Perfect Wish, on the bus on my iPhone. So, we have different things that go in our lives that people really don't see, and I think that's the big thing. So besides that, I'm a dad. I love being a dad. I love my kids. Like my whole life, and I like jobs. I'm a dad.
Wonderful
What?
Wonderful girlfriend.
I have the greatest girlfriend in history. And life is going to be changing for me in the foreseeable future. Different things, upwards and downs. But we have a circle of friends on here, the community that we do shows with, and we have fun. I think we have a good time. It's nice that after you work sometimes 10, 15 hours a day, I could just get downtime, joke around with friends and laugh and have so much fun. That's what life's all about, is having a good time with your friends, and your family and stuff like that. And it's good that we get to do that here. And we have many different people from all over the world that join our show. Connor.
Hello.
How you doing, bro? Want to give a little bit about yourself? You don't have to give too much, personal, but where are you from?
I am from over the pond from you, the UK, the wonderful British Isles. Yep.
That's right, baby.
Awesome.
Yeah. Now, your timeline, your time zone is a lot different than mine. Right now, it's 11:18 at night. What time is it?
It's 4:18 over here in the morning.
In the freaking
No.
morning.
You're
So
obviously
you can tell. You can tell for well, there's something there about me. I'm not a massive sleeper. I have
yeah.
a lot of energy
Right.
You're now.
for now. Yeah,
That and you dedicate, loyal, and I guess you're having fun if you want to talk to us at 4 o'clock in the morning. So
yeah.
that's pretty cool.
He's cool.
Now you are how old are you?
I'm 18.
Okay, and you're in what are you in now? College or
College, yeah. Final year
college?
of college, finishing a few months. So
You finish college in a few months, really?
yeah, then I'm off into employment, and
Wow.
the big wide world is in front of me.
So I guess it's different overseas because usually when you turn 18 here, you're graduating high school, and then you go into college like for another 4 years or whatever it is. Some kids just 2 years, 4 years, whatever. So you guys, do you have a high school?
Yeah, basically it goes primary school, which is reception year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4, year 5, and year
Right.
6, and then we have high school, which is year 7s to 11.
Ah,
And then we have college, which is you can either do a 2-year course, you can do a 1-year course, 2-year course, or a 3-year course. I'm doing a 2-year course. I'm in my 2nd year of college.
oh,
So if we were to talk in like numbers, I'd be in my 13th year of education.
wow. Which, you know what, that sounds like a better system than ours. I mean,
Yeah.
you're starting college young, which is great. I mean, here you would have to be, I guess, 18 or 19 just to start it, I guess.
Yeah.
So you got a head start. That's pretty cool. What do you plan on doing when you're done with school? And like, where do you want to work?
Um, I've always liked like doing things that kind of where I use creativity. So, for example, I'd like to go into TV possibly.
Right.
Producing TV shows, coming up with ideas for TV shows, selling them to the BBC, all the TV channels over here. I've maybe writing as well, like you.
Okay.
That's something else that maybe writing for TV, writing books,
Very
because
nice.
I do enjoy doing that, and I like reading as well. I do read quite a fair bit. Yeah, stuff like that.
Now you're not on your own. You live with your family and stuff, right?
Yeah,
Because usually when sometimes I hear people say they're in college, they stay they're away. Not necessarily all people, because like some people are in college and they stay with their parents, whatever like that. But you're still with your family. That's good.
yeah.
Do you drive?
I don't, but I'm starting my driving lessons soon. So
Ah, okay. But you guys drive on the other side of the car than us.
yeah, and
Really?
also on the other side of the road, I believe.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can get used to that. That's weird because it's totally opposite, I guess.
Yeah.
For us, but
I can't,
okay. What story?
I can't hear you guys.
You can't hear me?
Yeah, I don't know why. Hang on a second.
Okay.
All right, just keep going. I'll try to get it to work.
What? Drop out and come back in.
All right.
You had that problem before. Okay. All right. So, what are your hobbies?
My hobby. My God.
Well, we know you like Doctor Who. I mean,
Yeah,
that's
Doctor Who. Talking about Doctor Who. Watching Doctor Who. I quite like. I don't play many sports. I play tennis. That's the sport I play. I like watching TV. I'm not a massive party animal.
right.
So, which is weird for my age, because I know that at 18, people do like to party,
Right. Okay.
like get drunk off their heads every night. I'm not one of them,
Okay.
Yeah, that's it really.
What kind of sports do you play?
Tennis.
Really?
Yeah, that's it. I used to play an awful lot of badminton and table tennis as well.
Okay.
I'm like
What?
a racket sports kind of guy.
What kind of sports do you think I play? I don't know if you've seen my YouTube channel a little bit, but
I saw you playing basketball in a video.
yes, yes, I like to play basketball. Uh, Volleyball I haven't played in a while.
I'm back.
Let's see what else. I could play, like with football. Baseball I'm not really good at. But people really talk about my ear. My kids are in baseball and stuff, so they like that stuff. Who's trying to come in? Oh, Mongo, I think. Okay, Jacob. All right. Let me just send them the invite. Gloria.
Hello.
Hi. Okay. Why don't you give a little bit information about yourself? Where are you talking to us from?
I'm in South Florida, well, Southwest Florida.
Okay.
It's
Cool, Florida.
not always sunny here.
Okay. It rains a lot?
But yeah, sometimes. I like it down here. I like whenever we don't have to have like these huge storms
Hey guys.
and everything.
Hey.
And I just love going to the beach and things like that down here. I'll probably stay down here all my life, but like unless I find somebody or end up marrying someone from out of state, I'll probably move then. But
So you like Florida? It's nice and warm.
yeah, I like it. I have a best friend that lives now in Alabama. Her name's Kat. Well, Kendra, but I call her Kat. That's her nickname. She moved and she misses it because she's a beach person too. So it's like that. That's a very good. It's a big thing about down here. It's like really great to be near beaches and stuff.
Okay.
Within a couple hours of I'm on either side of me. I'm only a couple of hours away from a beach either side of me. So
Right.
it's like, I love it.
So you go to the beach all the time?
Huh?
You go to the beach a lot?
Not all the time, but whenever I can. I try to get there at least a couple times a year, especially during the summer and spring and warm months. But yeah, it's tough on me during the the cold months. It's like but yeah, it's great. And then of course I love my family and friends. They're all like close. Some of them, I've got a lot of family members all over the country. I have a lot of a couple of them really close by, so I'm glad about that. And I have some relatives around, me and everything. And I have my church family that I'm very, very close to. I love my church family. I'm in the perfect church. They are like a second family to me.
Oh, perfect.
And yeah. And then my friends, online friends, and real life friends. Not that you guys aren't my real life friends. It's just
Yes, I know.
person. Are really great, and I'm very, very. People call me very loyal because I think about them a lot. Like they're always on my mind, with my prayers.
Well, I gotta say you're a very thoughtful person because you sent me Christmas gifts and all kinds of stuff, and you're just amazing and very thoughtful like that. So you do think of people all the time. I know that you're a warm heart, a caring person.
And another thing about that I really am passionate about is like doing helping out, like going to the nursing homes and things like that. I try to give to charities as much as I can. I put away a little every time, and then I make care packages, like for people homeless that I've run across or come across. Instead of giving them money, I give them care packages.
Right.
Of things that can, some of them get cards in it, so they could get meals.
Right.
But they don't have to, go and get it themselves. They got they could go get it and stuff with the card. They don't have to worry about,
Right.
Like the details of trying to figure out which one to go to, because there's like a McDonald's on every road or a Subway on every, corner and all that kind of stuff. So, and then of course care packages also have I put all kinds of, necessities like pills like Tylenol if they need any, wipes, bottled water, toothbrushes, the little thing of
That's really nice. That's really nice, Gloria. do that stuff.
And then of course with it, when it comes to my, things I'm very, I have a lot of fun with is, of course, I love television. I love watching my favorite shows.
Doctor Who and Walking Dead. And,
yeah. I love that stuff. And then,
you love doing podcasts.
Yeah, I'm so happy I got into doing the podcast. I'm very shy at times, though, so this has helped me kind of be more, less shy when it comes to actually doing this. I was afraid at first, but then I'm like, I really wanted to be a part of it because I've watched your show for a while now, and I loved it. I want to. I found myself actually answering or talking, and I couldn't, because it was just watching it. So I'm like, I need to get a part of that. So like,
how long have you been on my shows now? I mean,
I've been
how long has
watching.
it been? What was the first show that you appeared? I'm trying to remember.
It was last year around July, June or July.
Wow. Okay.
So it's almost been a year.
Aw.
But I have had fun online. I mean, I've been part of the fandom online for a while now, but to actually be more involved, it's a lot of fun. I'm glad I've actually found that I guess you could call that window to get in and actually, have.
And you do enrich the show, and you're a great friend. I'm so glad that you're my friend. I'm very happy. Now I'm gonna go with Jacob. Jacob.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Jacob, basically what this show is about is, this is the Real Hoovians cast on the Everything Show. We're talking about, a little bit about ourselves, what we like to do in our hobbies, what we like to do in our real life, like our jobs, our sports, our activities and stuff. Are you at a party right now?
No, I'm actually at the shops right now. I went for a job meeting today.
Oh.
At Red Rooster, yeah.
Did you? Okay.
Yeah. Hopefully I get in. Who knows?
You should apply all over the place. Okay.
Yeah.
Try to do something you like. Like, you like video games and stuff.
Yeah, I like video
maybe
games.
You can work for GameStop or something.
Yeah. There's a games.
Okay. The screen froze.
Yeah, the screen froze.
Yeah. We lost him. Jacob, you there? Oh boy. Wow.
Yeah, that octopus guy just contacted you, or one of your accounts. I've just pop up on my. Do you want me to give him the link?
I want him to be on a Hoovian, so.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna be able to tell him tomorrow we will.
Right.
Because it's getting late, and tomorrow tell him definitely. We will make sure personally that you get me to get him on the show. So don't worry. Okay. Brian.
What's up?
I love when he does that.
I know. That's just like catchphrase. Everybody, just think to everybody else, like they can't wait to meet the Brian.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
They think like he is like a celebrity.
Yes, he is.
Chicks dig him. I mean, he's gonna be signing autographs at these. Oh, he's gone too, man. Look at this.
Oh man.
I know the pajamas as much. I did it for comedic effect.
Oh, just now noticed.
Now you get the joke. I wore these silky pajamas for a joke. How you get the joke?
Until just now.
Oh, for Christ's sake! It took like how many minutes? I'm like this. I'm like relax. I'm like breathe. You didn't get it. These pajamas.
Brian's back.
Get out! Get out! Gloria! Get out! Get out! You don't get to the program. Man.
I noticed them now.
All right. All right. This is the first and last appearance of pajamas. Still,
but I get what you were going for now. It's like you're relaxed.
I was going for
laid back,
relaxed, breathe, and just spiritual. Whatever.
Yeah.
All right.
Brian,
Brian.
tell us a little bit.
Brian.
Yes,
Everybody.
what up?
Okay, so Brian, what's the teeth situation?
Hmm?
Like, how's everything going? Like, how much further
You
before?
got the braces removed off the top.
Yes.
They
and-
look great, by the way.
I still have the bottom ones, though.
Okay, Brian, what sports do you play?
None.
Okay. What video games do you play?
None.
Okay. What shows do you watch? Doctor Who, obviously.
Ooh, I mean, it's hard because
This is a rough crowd. This is a rough crowd, Brian. Trying to get information out of you is like, wow.
it's just because there's a whole bunch of TV shows that I
Okay.
watch.
Without giving
Like what-
too much information, because Brian gave away his address one time. You live in New York, right?
We had to update or edit that out.
Yeah. I did some master skills getting that out. Let me tell you, that was pretty good.
Yes.
Couldn't see it afterwards, so yeah.
You live
But,
in New York, right?
Yes, I do.
You like New York?
Yep.
You don't.
Yep, the state of New York.
The state, not the city.
Nope. Not the
State.
city.
Buffalo. How's Buffalo? Have you ever been to Buffalo, New York?
Nope.
It's a place I've always wanted to go.
You need to go to the Pandorica restaurant. Doctor Who.
Yeah, that's one of the places on my list, my bucket list.
Bucket list. Throw that
Yeah,
bucket away.
You know what I
Crazy.
mean. Everybody has a bucket list they want to do all their.
This whole new term, bucket list. I never heard about this 20 years ago. Oh no, it was that phrase was around for a while.
Goals, life goals, then life goals.
The bucket list.
Another one
Okay,
is.
well,
is
I got a question, an interesting question. What are your goals, Connor? What do you want to get accomplished by the end of 2015?
By the end of 2015, I want to be a lot more confident in myself, because I don't share it out an awful lot. You know, I don't shout it from the rooftops, but I do suffer from anxiety, you know, quite badly, and it affects me socially, you know. So I kind of want to get rid of that, eradicate that from myself, feel more confident,
Right.
you know.
Well,
I think that's my main goal.
You are on the shows, I gotta say, and I'm completely confident in you. You are like my right-hand man getting the stuff done, and I have to say thank you truly for being awesome and amazing and a big help to me. And I understand about the anxiety
Yes.
that Brian's just singing, and disregard Brian's singing because he's just exhausted. You know, but very distracting, right? Very distracting. All right, so I went through that too. Went through some traumatic experiences, and it could get you very sick, where you know you cannot even eat in public. You cannot talk to people. You can get where you lose your confidence. You can't drive. You just things that shouldn't make you dwell on. You dwell on. You know, like you think conscientious of everybody else. What if people don't like you? What if people think they're mad at you? What if then you become sensitive? It's all kinds of crazy things happen with that, but you will get out of that. Okay, it happens. There are certain things that happen to everybody, and it's terrible. It's a terrible, terrible feeling going through that.
I think it happens to everybody every once in a while.
At some point in time, something happens. It happens to everybody.
Yeah. I think it's just worse for others because, like, you know, like there was one time when I won't go into too much detail because I don't really like talking about it, but confident that I can, share this. Like there was one time at college where I was there for a lesson. I was supposed to be there for a whole day, but like after the lesson finished, I just I couldn't cope. I felt the anxiety
Right.
really kicking in.
The wall's closing in, right?
Yeah, I had
Maybe
to
some
go
air.
home. If I stayed 15 minutes longer, I would have lost it.
Right.
I would have gone out of control. I probably would have been in a fit of crying.
Right.
Awful.
People don't understand what it's like until they go through it themselves.
Yeah,
Okay. And there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, people, look at me. I just lost my mom not too long ago. And it's crazy because I have to mourn, but then again, I have to be a dad, and it's like all these things. It's expecting of me, like responsibilities. Like life doesn't stop. I'm an adult. I got bills to pay. You got to go back to work. It's like, you have to find time where you can mourn and time where you can reflect and where it doesn't consume you. And then no sooner did I have that to go to than I lost someone else, and that was rough too. And then stuff happens, but you just gotta each time you get yourself stronger and stronger, to deal with what comes.
and
And I'm very confident.
that's one of my biggest anxieties. I think it's loss. Death. I haven't fully come to accept it.
Yeah,
understand to accept it, and I think that that's probably one of my biggest anxieties.
Hopefully this is a nice distraction for you, that you can come here, have
Yes.
fun, get a couple laughs, talk about Doctor Who, talk about movies and comics and different things. Watch Brian shake his head where tomorrow his neck's gonna hurt and he's gonna be in the cast, stuff like that. Brian. Yeah. So you have a good time here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
And that's basically
So
that's the
good.
goal, is to have, not only do we get to tell people about certain news and stuff like that, which they're interested in, but, some people like seeing us. People like, hearing from us, and sometimes they like to get a little personal, like to know, what we're going through in our everyday lives. And we don't really do that too much. But
No, we
this
don't.
this is what this show is about,
Yeah.
Just get a little, opening to people. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. It wasn't that long. And
I was just listening to music. Sorry.
right. Now, Brian, do you walk your dog?
No, they go outside
Okay.
in the backyard.
Do you have chores, Brian?
Huh?
Do you have chores?
No.
No.
Not-
Just do you cook?
No, I don't know how to cook.
Okay, what do you watch right now on TV? Gotham, Sleepy Hollow, what?
My schedule for the week is,
He's a business executive. Yeah,
let's see, Sunday is The Walking Dead,
of
obviously.
course. Very
Uh,
jealous of that Secret Wars shirt. Amazing shirt he's wearing, and I'm really upset about that. I'll be like,
Monday,
hey kids, let's go to the comic store. I gotta buy myself a shirt.
Monday I watch Gotham, Sleepy Hollow, and Better Call Saul.
I see.
Okay, and Tuesday I watch for right now Parks and Rec, because that's the final. It's the final season of that.
Okay.
And Agents of Shield and New Girl. Wednesday I watch Arrow and The Middle.
Right.
Thursday I watch Vampire Diaries.
Right.
And the original, right?
The original is I watch.
On a different night.
Yeah, I watch it on different. But Vampire Diaries is on Thursday and Grey's Anatomy
Okay.
on Thursday.
Hurry up, because we're going to be going soon.
Friday is sometimes Girl Meets World.
And then
Friday.
Friday I watch
Girl Meets
yeah, Grimm. I watch
Okay.
Grimm Friday and Grimm.
Saturday? What do? You just chill?
Saturdays nothing's on Saturdays, so whatever
Chill
I
out.
missed whatever I missed on like the days that
You watch
the show-
Saturday.
the other shows that are on those days, I catch up on Saturday.
Okay.
Or
Very good.
chill on Netflix or something.
Okay. Cool. All right. I hope you guys enjoyed, this behind the scenes of the Real Hoogans, and on the Everything Show, little crossover thing there. So, we can't wait for Doctor to come back on the air or get some news. So we'll be looking forward to that this week. And Connor will be reporting from the Real Hoogans cast with the
That
latest.
will be on Saturdays, of course. Once that comes back, because he said he doesn't have anything on Saturdays.
Yes. And we'll try to do the classic review of Spearhead from Space. So that's coming up next. All right, guys. Thanks a lot. Take care. Bye for now.